So one of the things that I kind of learned as I was reading a lot of history was that there is a very different history of race, and that race is actually not a binary, and that it's not a thing. Once we move away from race as a thing, but think about it as a process, then, and because I am a political philosopher, I started to understand that the way in which we understood racial or different kinds of populations as races had a lot to do with how they emerged or how they were perceived as threats by the state. They were racialized once their utility to the American economy and the American political economy in the state had pretty much concluded. And part of the justification here then would be, well, these folks are getting in our way. They're getting in the way of being able to create a unified society. And we need to get rid of them so that we can continue, certain kind of business as usual. And so I call this a technology. And by technology, what I mean is that legal technologies, that different kinds, that laws get passed under the guise of being neutral and objective, because who doesn't love law? And so under the guise of different kinds of objective legislations, even if you're not going to name the group that you're targeting, and so you can remain behind the cloak of plausible deniability. And to say, but this is just helping society. We really don't have any kind of ill will towards these groups, but we have to be concerned about Americans. And so then the question is, well, who's American? So when I talk about technologies of race, that doesn't mean that I'm not also thinking about other kinds of technologies which are used to make things like drones and assault weapons more palatable, right? Mm-hmm. That technology, it's very important to have happy attitudes about technology so that we can continue to have them normalized and naturalized.